Hi everyone, welcome to another lesson. So in today's lesson we are going to look at two things. Number one thing that we are going to look at is how to insert rows and columns, and then number two we are going to look at how to merge cells. Okay, so those are the activities for today. Now before we proceed, I think we did talk about these things in one of my previous lessons. Okay, so if you don't mind, if you have not watched that that video, please you can go back and watch it, so that when you come here it will be actually very easy for you to understand. Okay, so what happens is that when we work with the Microsoft Excel, or when we are entering some data in a worksheet, there are times when we can forget something or we can leave out something. Okay, and then later on we realize that we have left out something and we need a space where to enter that particular data. It can either be in a column or in a row. Okay, so it's actually very important for us to know how to create that space where we can enter that data. Okay, so we said that these with letters are called columns, and these with numbers, they are what? They are rows. Okay, so let's see how we can insert a new column. Okay, so for example, I want to include another subject here between English and mathematics. Okay, so what happens is that a new column will always appear to the left side, and the current the column there will be pushed to the right. So if I need a new column between English and mathematics, then I'm going to select the second column, which is mathematics, because I know that the new column is going to appear this side. Okay, so this one is going to be pushed to the right. So the blank column is going to appear this side on the left side. So I need the blank one between English and mathematics. So I'm going to select the entire column like that. I'll just go on top, and when the cursor becomes like that, it points downwards, then I can go in the cells group, and then I go on this button which says insert. I can click there, and I'll see these options. Okay, so now as you can see, this one which is about the row, it's actually deactivated because the computer has already detected that what I've selected is a column. Okay, so you should go to that button where it says insert sheet columns. Okay, so just click there, and then you are going to have a new column. Okay, like I said, you have seen that it has now come between English and mathematics, so I can type the subject that I want there. Okay, so that is what you do. Okay, that's what you do. So that is how simple it is to include a new column. Okay, so if I want another one to be between mathematics and science, I'm going to be in this column E, because I know that this column E, once I bring a new column here, it will be pushed on the right. Actually, the new column which I'm going to create is the one which is going to be column E. This one will be column F. Okay, I want you to observe what is going to happen. Okay, so when I go and click there, okay, you have seen that the new column has now become column E. That column which was the column E has become column F. So that is how it works. So that's how simple it is to create or to insert a new column. Okay, so once you have selected the column, the entire column, you can just go here and click there, because already by selecting the entire column, the computer will know that what you want to select, what you want to insert is a new column. Okay, so that is how we can insert a new column. Okay, let's see how we can insert a new row. Okay, so let's say I want another row to appear, okay, above row number 3. Okay, so what happens with a new row will always come on top. So if I've selected the row number 3, the new row will be actually row number 3. This one, which is currently row number 3, will be row number 4. So it is going to be pushed downwards. Okay, so I want you to see what I'm saying. So once you have selected the new, once you have selected the row like that, then come here and click there. Okay, so you have seen that now that row which was number 3 has been pushed down. It has become row number 4. The new row is down, the one which is the row number 3. Okay, so that is how we can do it. That's how we can insert a new row. Okay, so alternatively, instead of selecting the entire row like that, you can simply just be in the cell there. You right click and then you go to the insert option, and then you go there and then say entire row. Okay, entire row, and then click on it. Okay, then you are going to see a new row there. Okay, same applies to a column. If I need a new column, I'll just be in here. Okay, in that cell there, I right click. What do I want to insert? It's a column, so I'll go to entire column, and then okay, you have a new column there. So that is how simple it is. That's how you can insert a new row and a new column. Okay, so I hope that it is clear on that. Okay, so this time let's say I want a new let's insert a new row, okay, above row number 1. So what will happen is that this one will be row number 2, the new row is going to be number 1. Okay, so we have the new row on top there. Okay, this one has been pushed down. Okay, so now this brings us to the point where we are going to talk about merging cells. Now, before we merge cells, what does it mean to merge cells? Okay, when you merge cells, it means that you have joined them to form one large cell. Okay, so if you want to merge cells, you select a range of cells. Okay, you select a range of cells, and when you merge them, it means that you have combined them, or let me use this word, you have joined them to form one larger cell. Okay, so that's what it means to merge. Merging means joining. Okay, so that is what merging cells is all about. Now, what happens is that when you select a range of cells like that one, okay, that is I'm sure from H2 to K2. Now, when I merge these cells, this will become one cell, this will become one cell, and since it's one cell, it should have one address. Okay, so the address for this merged cell will be the address of the first cell in the range of the merged cells. Okay, so if you look at this range here, the first cell is H2. So if I merge I merge this range here, the address for this merged cell will be H2. Okay, so now that's what I'm saying. So I have selected this range. Now I want to merge them so that I can form one cell. Okay, so merging cells are supposed to be in this group, the alignment group. Then you go to merge and center. So when you just click there, you are going to see these options: merge and center, merge across, merge cells, and merge. This is when you have already something merged and you want to unmerge. So I want to merge and center. The good part with this option is that I'm going to merge the cells, and now whatever I'm going to type in that particular cell is going to be centered. So I want this one, merge and center. So as you can see now, this has become one cell, and what is the address of this cell is H2. The first cell in this range. Okay, so now what I want to do here, I want to merge the cells from A1 up to F1 so that can become one cell. So I'm going to merge that one. I'll just come here on merge and center. So I'll click there. Okay, so once I have merged, I have formed one larger cell. Okay, and maybe I want to type the title of my data or that. Okay, so I want to type, for example, what is this data all about? This is the end of term. Okay, end of term 1, end of term 1 results. Okay, results. Okay, so I have merged and centered, okay, everything in that cell. So as you can see, that is now one cell. So basically, merging cells means joining a range of cells to form one larger cell. Okay, that's what it means to join to merge cells. Okay, so I hope you have followed. If you have any query, please, you can just write it under the comments there. Then I'll be able to see it and I'll be able to give you feedback. Okay, so thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed. Okay, so any question, like I said, you can type it under the comments there and I'll be able to assist you. Okay, thank you very much. If you have not subscribed, please, you can hit the subscription button down there. Thank you so much. Let's meet next time.